want to start this video by telling you the little behind the scenes stories of some of the pictures I have posted on my Instagram. So when you see this picture, you see me and my boyfriend. You know, we look pretty happy. He is a pretty great guy. I love him. But what you don't know is that day we went to a wedding. We had a lot of fun. But my anxiety at that point was at an all-time high. I was so anxious to where before we left, I had thrown up 3 times. I wasn't anxious because I was going to a wedding. It was my friend's wedding. I was super excited. I was just anxious just because of a lot of past traumas that I had endured, and for some reason that summer it all just kind of decided to surface up. We ended up having to leave the wedding early, and when I got home I threw up a total of 5 times that night because I was so sick. My boyfriend had to pretty much stay up all night and rub my back because my back was just in so much pain. But when you see that picture, you would have probably never assumed that on the same day I was super anxious and was struggling. This picture was taken the same week that my anxiety hit an all-time high. This week I had moved to school to start volleyball. It was preseason, and due to my anxiety, my back was in so much pain to where I actually couldn't even participate during preseason. Now, mind you, I have never been injured at all. Fingers crossed. I have never had to sit out a game. I've been playing volleyball since I was 12. And for the first time ever, I had to sit out of the game that I loved because I was so anxious that my back just couldn't even stand to do any kind of physical exercise. But when you see that picture and you read the caption, it looks like I am having a really good week. I am ready for school. I have a lot of friends and all is well. So I think it's fair for me to admit that social media is a huge part of our life. Personally, the first thing I do when I wake up is I reach for my phone and I scroll through social media. And the very last thing I do before I go to bed is, once again, I scroll through my phone, I scroll through social media. Now, I'm not here to say that social media is a bad thing. Honestly, social media is a very beautiful, very powerful tool that we can all use for the better. However, social media can also be very dangerous. So today, I want to talk to those of you who struggle with learning how to stop comparing yourself to the things you see on social media. Okay, so first of all, I just want to say you are not alone because there are so many people who struggle with comparison. But the very first step I have for you is when you do scroll through social media, just keep in mind that you are quite literally scrolling through people's highlight reels. What I mean by this is, think about it. Nobody takes a picture on days they are going through an anxiety attack or on days they feel depressed or ugly, but people do take pictures on days they feel good, on days they have gotten ready and put on makeup, on days they have something positive to share, on days they are on vacation. So you are only seeing the good part of somebody's day. You're not seeing the 99% of their day. So if you compare yourself to that one picture, then it's not really fair to you because you are comparing your reality to somebody's highlight reel. So yeah, just always keep in mind when you come across a picture, remember, just because a person looks a certain way in a picture, it does not mean that is their reality, and it doesn't mean that's how you should expect to look or to feel 24/7. Okay, so the other thing I want to mention is even the girls who seem to have it all together and the girls who just seem to be perfect struggle. Like, they have insecurities too. So before you compare yourself to others, just know that even the person you are comparing yourself to doesn't feel worthy half the times. They don't feel pretty enough. So that just goes to show you, I don't think we could ever reach a point where we will be satisfied by the way we look if all we do is compare ourselves to others, because there's always going to be somebody that's prettier. So if we're just going to continuously compare ourselves to others, then we're just going to be in this never-ending battle with ourselves, and it's just going to be one very sad life. The last piece of advice I want to give you is know that your physical appearance does not define who you are. When we compare ourselves to those on social media, usually we are comparing our physical bodies to them. But we are so much more than what is on the outside. Don't worry so much about if you are the prettiest, if your teeth are the straightest, if your eyes are the biggest, if your lashes are the longest, because all of that fades. Beauty fades, but what doesn't fade is what's inside. So take more time into figuring out how you can be a better person. Figure out how you can make somebody's day a little better, because I think that's when we're going to find true joy and true happiness, is not when we are so focused on our external self, but when we are focused on our internal self. So if you want to learn how to do that, I've actually done a couple of videos where I talk about how to have a mental glow up. I will link them in the description down below if you want to check that out. But I really believe if we focus more on what's on the inside rather than focusing on what's on the outside, we will in the long run be a much better, happier person. Yeah, that's all I have for you. I really hope you found that helpful. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up, and if you want to see more videos like this in the future, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. And if you want to, go ahead and follow me on Instagram. I do try to be real with y'all on Instagram. I am on my stories a lot, and I share the good days and the bad days, because I think it's really important for everybody to understand that life is not perfect, and sometimes we just need to be a little bit more open about the struggles. So yeah, that's all I have for you. Thank you so much for watching all the way till the end. Feel free to check out one of these two videos after this video, but that is it for today, and until next time, bye.